Ain't nothing better than watching you smile. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ain't nothing better than watching you laugh out loud, my baby. Ain't nothing better than watching you be you. Ain't nothing better than right now. In your eyes lie the secrets I don't wanna miss.
Hi, this is Trey Passer, and this is my movie review with no spoilers of Savages, a movie directed by Oliver Stone. Here's my movie ticket. I don't know if you can see that or not. I always do that, but I don't know if you can see that. Savages, yeah, I think you can see it there. There it goes. I went to see it yesterday evening. If you've seen the trailer, you basically know what the basic premise of the movie is. You have Bennett Chong, played by Aaron Johnson and Taylor Kitsch. They're pot, they sell pot. They're pot sellers in Laguna Beach, California. They have a real successful pot business. Ben, played by Aaron Johnson, he went to Berkeley and he studied botany, so he comes up with this great formula for growing pot. He supposedly sells the best pot in all of California. And Chon, played by Taylor Kitsch, he's his partner. Okay, he's the ex-Navy SEAL who's basically the muscle of the group. And also you have Blake Lively starring this Ophelia. She plays their girlfriend. Like I said, if you've seen the trailer, you know they both sleep with her. She's like the girlfriend for both of them. And they're basically, like I said, pot dealers in Southern California, and they have a real successful business. Okay, and then the movie, like you see in the trailer, it kind of turns when the Mexican one other thing. There's John Travolta, who plays an agent named Dennis, and a federal agent named Dennis, who's like their connection to the, who they, he's their connection. I guess he warns them of any drug deal, if any investigations are going on. So he's like the crooked federal agent that they have on their payroll. Okay, and then into this comes Selma Hayek as Elena. She runs this Mexican cartel, and Benicio del Toro also stars as her, I guess you'd say her enforcer. They present, Ben and Chong with a proposal. They want to get into their business, and they only take 20%. And of course, Ben and Chong turn him down. And of course, then like you see in the trailer, they kidnap Ophelia to get Ben and Chong to cooperate. Okay, and first of all, let me say I really, really liked this movie. This movie kept me engaged, and the performances were really good, and I liked the pacing of the movie. It was really good. There was a lot of twists and turns. There was a lot of great violence in this movie, a lot of twists and turns in this movie, and the performances I thought were outstanding. John Travolta, I think, was perfect as the sleazy FBI, not FBI, I know he's a federal agent, I don't think he was FBI. I think he was like a drug enforcement agent or something. But anyway, he was great as the sleazy agent Dennis, whose wife is dying of cancer, of course, and he's getting, paid by the boys to be their contact. But I think John Travolta was actually great as the sleazy agent. And also Benicio del Toro, who I think the last movie that I saw him in was the Wolfman remake, which really disappointed me, but he was really good as the sleazy, like #1, I guess, hitman for Selma Hayek's character. He was especially sleazy, real nice, a real good low-life character. So he played his part to perfection, I thought. And also Selma Hayek was great as the head of the cartel. She was perfect, and she had a couple of line readings in the movie that would just make you crack up with her. I'm trying to think, with her forcefulness, and then also with her, she was like being sarcastic almost to a point sometimes when she was talking to Blake Lively's character. And I also, Blake Lively, I think, was pretty good for the role. Her part was of a ditzy airhead California girl, and she played that part. So I think she was good in that. And I also think Taylor Kitsch, who gets a lot of crap because, like I say, he starred in 2 of the biggest bombs that came out this summer, John Carter, which I really liked, and then Battleship, which I didn't like so much. But I think he was perfectly decent as Chun. That, you know, he was like the tough guy in the group, and he perfectly pulled that off as the ex-Navy SEAL guy. Because he was the practical one of the group, compared to Aaron Johnson's Ben character, who was more, like I say, he was a more intellectual one who was, like I say, he was running the business and stuff and coming up with the cannabis and stuff. He was the smart guy, and Taylor Kitsch was, his character Chong was the more the forceful guy, and I liked their chemistry between each other. I thought they were good. It was good and believable, those three together. You sort of bought them being, you know, being like a little mini family, and you, like I said, and you bought when they kidnapped Taylor, when the cartel kidnapped Sophia's character, that they would do anything to get her back. You sort of, you bought that, and I think, and also well, I'm not going to say that because this is a spoiler. I won't say that, but I really liked the movie. Like I said, the pacing of the movie was good throughout, and like I said, John Travolta was especially great as a sleazy federal agent. He was great. I think him and Benicio del Toro and Salma Hayek, those three were great co-stars. They were great in their parts. Okay, so I definitely would recommend you see this movie. That's why I'm going to put no spoilers in this. So you definitely, a movie worth seeing. And I hope people go see this movie, but they picked a bad week to release this movie, like in the week that Spider-Man came out, because I think this movie going to get buried. Spider-Man's just going to bury it, and it's not going to be seen, but it definitely should be seen because it's definitely an interesting movie. And Oliver Stone, who is one of my favorite directors, I loved Platoon. I think I told the story one other time when I was in the service. I was in the Air Force, and I went to see Platoon at the air base where I was, and I went to see Platoon, but I was drunk when I saw it, and I just remember feeling like I was floating watching Platoon. I just watched. I have yet to see. I have Platoon, and I got to watch it straight. But I remember I was drunk off my ass and I'm watching Platoon, and I just feeling like I was floating, just watching it, watching all the scenes go by. But Oliver Stone's a good director anyway, and this movie is really a really good movie. And I know a lot of people, there might be a little bit of a not controversy, but about the end. I won't say what it is, but towards the end of the movie, okay, there might be a little bit of controversy about what happened at the end. But I like the end. The end didn't bother me. Okay, and I definitely recommend this movie. So let me know what you think of this movie. Feel free to leave your comments down below. This is Trey Pastor saying so long and take care.